Hi everyone. Today we're going to take a look at this Google Doodle and look at all of the symbolism in it. I'm sure the Groxt is probably going to do a video about it at some point today, but I thought I'll beat him to the punch sort of thing. So, right. All of these countries' flags represent all of these nations coming together for their new world order. Now, I know there is some countries whose flags aren't there, and that's because this is supposed to represent the start of Euro 2016, which is only countries that are in Europe who are allowed to participate. With some exceptions, like Russia, for some reason they're participating, even though I wasn't aware that they're part of Europe. So, right, this thing right here probably represents just like a church or a chapel. These clouds represent heaven. And then you see this chicken type thing here. That represents just like this eagle right here. See how they've got the same colours on them? Red, blue, and white. Even there's yellow on his eye, and there's yellow on his beak. So, right. He hits the football, the chicken does. And that represents kicking the nuclear football. And then, essentially, right, this sun coming up represents just like the sun on the Freemason Royal Arch. Let me just show this to you. This sun right here. And essentially, right, this Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens cover is gold for the Golden Age. This Finn character is your Obama type character. Even C-3PO is gold for the Golden Age. Right. These Rathtar species... these Rathtar species in Star Wars, they basically represent Satan because they're red. And see the teeth for the gnashing of teeth? And they've got, like, loads of tentacles. Just like Hydra. The Hydra logo has loads of tentacles. It's just like Doc Ock in Spider-Man. But also, right, it also represents, just like in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., when Hive, in his true form, has loads of tentacles coming out of his head. So essentially, right, this species is called Rathtar, and it represents just like the wrath of Satan. Just because one starts with W and another one starts with R doesn't make any difference, because that's how the Illuminati trick people. So, right. Basically, if all of these nations, weren't part of a hive intelligence, meaning if they didn't have worms inside of them, then would they be good? Who knows? Is it only because Satan is possessing them that they've turned evil? We don't know. But maybe the Grox does, I don't know. Well, I don't know why, but it seems like this Google Doodle is changed, because the one that I was looking at on my other computer actually had the Eiffel Tower in it. But basically, right, you see even this chicken's beak is shaped like a pyramid, just like the Illuminati pyramid. See right there? And basically, they knew that the Euro was going to take place in France, in Paris. And that's why they made the Paris attacks happen there. This has all been planned meticulously down to the last detail. All of these people are evil. They finance ISIS. They fund ISIS. They pretend that they're on a different side to ISIS when really they're working with them. Well, they're not. Well, they're not exactly working with them. They're just like their bosses. Wow, I say all of these people are evil, but it might just be because Satan's possessing them. So if they were just like in their normal forms when Satan didn't possess them, then maybe they would be good. But we don't. That's another thing. We don't know how long Satan has been possessing these people. It might have been since birth. But so yeah, let's take a look at Diana Vickers' YouTube, right? First of all, we have the V for the Fifth Age, and we have the I's for Illuminati. Then these A's represent just like the A on Captain America's head. And they also represent Illuminati pyramids as well. And then this N represents just like the N on Dr. Neocortex's head. That's why she's wearing this yellow shirt right here, because Dr. Neocortex's skin colour is yellow. And the N on Cortex's head is black. You see the black right here. And basically, right, see this here, Minions event? Well, look at this, right? Minions from Despicable Me were inspired by tortured Jewish children. Now, it says this is a hoax, but is it though? Are they just trying to cover it up? This is a kids' movie. Is this even appropriate? Like, no, it's not. Now, they're saying that this picture doesn't actually show Jewish kids being experimented on by Nazis. It actually shows deep sea divers, apparently. But you see how it looks like they've got one eye right here. Well, it represents the Eye of Horus. So basically, right, look what it says here. What the Minion movie should be telling us is that there is a push by Hollywood and the Obama administration in getting us to eventually accept modern-day Nazism. That represents, like, well, that's almost proof of what the Groxt and I and loads of other people on YouTube have been going on about. All of these people are rising up with their new Nazi fascist New World Order. The new British Empire, unfortunately, they're trying to make it like the new Nazism. Obviously, I want there to be a new British Empire that is good and democratic. I don't want there to be one that is evil. So, basically, what I find odd about this, right? Why does all of these have two eyes, except this one only has one eye? It's because again, this represents the Eye of Horus and the time of the Illuminati and Satan on the earth. And we have to pass over him. We have to pass over that time. See these things in this Spyro, these things in this Spyro the Dragon game that look like Illuminati pyramids. And they even look purple or pinky for Cadbury's. This Sergeant Bird character even represents that, again, this eagle right here. Basically, this whole thing about the skeleton and the bones represents idolatry, just like the skull that is on the Punisher's shirt. See this clown come in, and he brings this idolatry, this idol worship. But basically, sorry if I keep saying basically, guys. Even these levels of Spyro, when it's all about like ice and snow, that represents the new Ice Age coming. Just like the Ice Age movies do. Well, I mean, to be honest, right, I don't know whether that's true, because I don't know if a new Ice Age is going to come or not. But this is just what I'm guessing anyway. But you see these mountains in the background, so they represent the Illuminati pyramids as well. Even these birds here, whatever they are, again, they represent this eagle. And basically, sorry, I keep saying basically all of the time, don't I? Remember the Eva Green character, Vesper Lind, in Casino Royale? She was killed. And the V in Vesper represents the Fifth Age. So, yeah, Vesper Lind died in an elevator. Just like Prince died in an elevator. And it represents sacrificing the Lamb of God. It goes back to all of that business about the scene in Captain America, the First Avenger. No, sorry, the scene in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, where Captain America's in the elevator. It also goes back to Jessica Jones, where that Hope character kills her parents in the elevator. So yeah, she represents the woman of the Bible, or the Lamb. See her brunette hair? And the reason that she is barefoot is because it represents that she has to have her feet washed to get into heaven. Just like Jesus basically washed his disciples or his apostles' feet with water, with holy water. Even with Rosamund Pike, she represents the woman of the Bible or the Lamb as well. See her blonde hair? Again, she's barefoot for the same reason. See all this red behind her represents Satan. Even this sofa being red does. I can't remember whether her character Miranda Frost in James Bond dies or not. But if she does, then that represents sacrificing the lamb as well. And again, Diana Vickers, barefoot for the same reason. And she represents the woman of the Bible or the lamb as well, with her blonde hair. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you all at the wedding feast of the Lamb, and keep faith in Jesus Christ.